Shijobi and Scorpio are waiting in winners finals of this pool. They beat Snoofle and Panda Bear, which it's a little surprising.
They upset somebody. Snoofle and Panda Bear? Who they upset?
I would consider.
No, they did upset somebody. They upset Mr. Eric and
Interesting.
Yeah, that should be a good one.
All right.
Yeah, Dan, I was teaming with Dan on Sunday at Top Cut. Like, he's definitely a guy at doubles.
yeah. Dan is really good in doubles. Like I said, it's one of those things where he's just the perfect teammate. He knows
Mario. Like, Mario probably considered like a top 5 doubles character.
Yeah, definitely one of the best doubles characters to have, and especially with Dan, he just knows where to be and when to be exactly. Like, his awareness of where his teammate is and where the other 2 players are, it's just absolutely unparalleled.
Yeah. So this should be interesting. You know,
yeah, they're going up against Karinole and CrazyColorz, so it's a double Rosa team.
Yeah, they just beat Semo and Seabass on the other stream, I believe.
Dang.
It was a close set. There's some hype going on. But this should be interesting because, you know, like, Cloud obviously has a pretty good matchup against Rosa, and Dan plays with Knight all the time.
Yeah,
he knows a Rosa matchup really well.
Out of all the Marios in Chicago, Dan probably has the most Rosa experience, just because.
Honestly, like, one of the most in the U.S. Like, Dan has beaten a lot of great Rosa players. Pretty sure he has a couple sets on Fallen, like beats Knight.
Yeah, like when it comes to high-level Marios in Chicago, Dan basically is pretty much the big name, and all the other Mario. Like, it's really interesting to see because there are a lot of good Marios in Chicago. There's JT Dunks, obviously I gotta give him a shout out.
Oh yeah.
JT Wild, Chevy is also a fantastic Mario, but like out of all the Marios, like you have them all lumped, and then there's just this huge gap in between them and Dan.
Yeah.
It's surreal to see that.
So it looks like we're starting on Battlefield. I don't.
Were
they just on Battlefield?
Yeah, then I think they're going to start on Battlefield. I mean, this is good for all characters, but Cloud especially.
Yeah.
This is easily his best stage, so it's going to be interesting how this double Rosa team is going to have to deal with the tri-platform pressure that Cloud can just dish out at any moment's notice. Like, you can already see Ned just is going in on well, I can't tell who's who, but
yeah, I'm not really sure who's who based on the tags.
Yeah, and it also doesn't help that they're double Rosa, but it's all right.
Yeah,
so
right
Dan just going in.
I don't think I've ever seen a double Rosa team before.
Neither have I know that it's a pretty decent. It's a pretty decent team. It relies a lot on Rosa tricks.
Yeah. You know, in Smash 4, for some reason, like, double characters is a really good team.
Yeah.
Like, you see Ally and Anti doing really good, double Mario.
Yeah.
Obviously, double Cloud is a good team.
Yeah, which is weird because in other Smash games, usually that's not really the doubles meta. If you look at Melee, usually it's a combination of one of the top tiers. It's either Sheik Puff, Sheik, Marth,
Fox
Marth, Fox
Sheik.
Yeah, it's never double.
Yeah.
It's never a double team. In Smash 4, there's a lot of teams where if you go to the same character, it works out really, really well. And which, I think that's really interesting because it just kind of goes to show, I guess, how strong some of these characters really are, that if they just duel up. Oh, my God. Wow. That's the second spike so far that Dan's got.
Yeah, I don't even know why he was off stage there.
Yeah, Ned sometimes he has this habit of just going a little too low and just not pressing up B in time and just ends up SDing. But it's all right. He's Ned. He can easily bring this back.
Red team doing a great job.
Yeah, right now they're just putting the pressure on. Anytime that CrazyColorz and Karinole just like land, they are already on them with pressure. So to where it's like they land and they're pressured too much, so they got to give up stage control, or else they're just gonna end up getting damage or a stock.
Yeah.
And Dan's just been putting in all of the work so far.
Dan's getting all the percent pretty much. And
he's been getting all the percent. Every single stock that's been taken this game, at least all the ones that I've seen, have been off of Dan.
Yeah.
Well, I spoke too soon. the V trigger up B, putting in work.
V trigger.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like Cloud activates V trigger and just goes ham. I like that kill. I like that kill move though. It looks really stylish.
Pretty cool.
There's a lot of things I don't like about Cloud, but that's one thing I definitely really like. It's nice.
It's like Cloud's limit stuff and doubles is so obnoxious.
Like,
because of like it stops the whole game just to see that. Like, you'll be doing something, but you could just like mess up completely because of that.
That's true.
Oh wow, Dan getting the down smash right here because Rosa doesn't snap ledge sometimes.
Yeah.
If you don't get the right angle.
And Ned was definitely in a tricky situation there. Nagisa was on. He was definitely on the way to gimping Ned back down, but luckily Dan finished out that stock on the other Rosa really quickly, so he was able to cover his teammate.
Yeah, and honestly, like, if you're watching this game, like, it kind of looked like a body bag, but it's really not even that far apart.
No, it really is not. It was a fairly close game. Oh no!
Oh, okay.
That just killed Dan.
Yeah, and like, look,
That's unfortunate.
I mean, he definitely killed his teammate, but like, it's 2 stocks.
Yeah, it's a 2-stock lead, so it's no big deal. He's taking that in definite convincing fashion.
Yeah, and Dan got some early kills too, so who knows what happened in game 2.
Yeah, Dan was just really good at covering everybody's landing, and any time that either of the Roses were by the ledge, he was waiting with a back air at kill percent. He was waiting with anything to get them off stage into a. He got like 2 forward air spikes that game. That was just really good. That's basically what we've been talking about. Is just Dan just has this really good sense of awareness during doubles, to where if he sees the opportunity to get a stock, he'll take it.
So it's blue team's counter pick. I don't know, like Town of City would be good.
A Town and City would be good. A couple of other maps would be good. I only think the
it might be their band though. So.
maybe FD would also be a good kind of pick too,
double.
because at least with double Rosa, I feel like you would win that battle in the air. So if you take away landing options on platforms, then that would help you out a little bit. But I don't know. We'll see. They're definitely thinking hard about the counter pick though. They need to like figure out, okay, well, what worked that last match, what didn't. Or they could be just stalling for time. Yeah, T.O.
Yeah, they're definitely thinking about it.
Yeah, they're super thinking about it. Oh, they're going to Dreamland. Oh, interesting. I wouldn't actually expected this, because they were just on Battlefield, but I guess they want the shorter blast zones.
Yeah. Okay.
Because a lot of the kills that one of the Rosa in the black and gold that he got, they were gimps. So I'm pretty sure they want the smaller blast zones so that they get faster kills on either Ned or Dan. So that way they can get back to stage control as soon as possible. Because with Battlefield, because the blast zones are so big, if you just knock somebody off and you get stage control, they got a while to plan their recovery. So in this, you got to react a little bit faster.
At the beginning of the game, it looked like Blue Team's game plan was definitely to keep them on the ledge, try to get a gimp. But right now, Red Team's getting stage control back.
Yeah, Red Team. Oh my God, Luma down air. So catching Dan on the way out, and that's definitely their counter pick coming into play, because the sides are a little bit more narrow than on Battlefield.
Ned uses limit right there. And something we haven't really seen from Red Team, usually when there's a cloud in doubles, you see a lot of like limit confirmed and stuff.
Yeah,
like
Ned's been saving his limit a lot, and I think it's been out of necessity, because anytime he's been in a situation where he's gotten limit, it's basically put a target on him, and then both of the Roses shift their focus off to Dan and go over to Ned.
Yeah, especially for stocks like.
Oh, he just reads the get up with the forward smash. Ned just decided with a regular get up, and the white Rosa was just waiting there.
Blue Team looking really good this game. Like I was saying, like
this is a completely different game now.
Last time it looked like they were getting bodied, but like it actually wasn't that bad.
It was still super close. I guess they just adjusted their game plan and decided which ones to focus on. Now they're more committal on who to engage in the 2v1, and it's, for the most part, it's been Ned, because he's just been on the receiving end of a lot of these different combos and strings that have just racked up so much damage on his end.
And Dan, like 101%. Like, he lost his first stock pretty early, and now if he loses stock right here, it'll be pretty bad for Red Team.
He's got to be careful, because Blue Team has a huge percent lead right now. And now they're starting to synergize up a little bit, starting to work together a little bit more and separate these two. Just the pressure that both of these Rosas put on any time that they're sandwiched in between each other, it's just ridiculous.
Oh, that was a great forward smash right there.
Yeah, it was a good
Helped his
read.
teammate out. That's what you have to do in does. Like, yeah, whenever you see your teammate struggling to get back on the ledge, you just have to stop what you're doing.
Yeah, you got to stop what you're
there.
doing and cover your man. And Dan is just trying to do that, but just these two Rosas, they've now, like, figured out when they go in to help each other, and now they're just, like, struggling.
Yeah, losing the second stock. Now it's 2 stocks to 4.
2-stock lead. This is tough, but it's definitely still within reach. They just got to play their cards right, and they got to shut this.
Some early limit kills with Cloud. Like,
some early limit kills and stuff to shut this pressure down soon, because if they just keep bodying them anytime that they land, that's going to lose in the game. They've got that 1 stock. That's 1 Rosa down. Ned keeps getting caught with these. Ned keeps getting caught whenever he lands, so he's got to mix something up when he gets back onto stage. Dan at 96%. He's got to be careful with going against these Rosas, especially the one with the high percentage, because that rage definitely going to play a factor. Now they're starting to cook a little bit.
It's looking pretty good. If they can get that stock off CrazyColorz, like, it'll look really good.
Oh, that limit on shield, but he was at a good distance to where it was safe.
But yeah, I just really want to see like a limit confirm. Like, I just want to see Dan like do a forward throw to Ned, or just do a back air into Ned's limit or something like that. Like, it's a really easy way to get a stocks.
Up air. Jab's not going to kill quite yet. Ned opting to go for. Honestly, I think focusing on the Lumas at this point is not that smart of a strategy, because you've got to focus on getting these stocks out. So
yeah, they need to get this stock right now.
If they get Honoka, then this is within reach, but that up smash is going to get Dan off the board. So now it's a 2v1 double Rosa against Cloud.
The only good thing is that if Ned uses limit to take the stock, that move doesn't have that much end lag, so he can definitely cover himself.
But you can now tell he's going to be a lot more careful with his movement. You can see that he's just playing really cautious, and he gets caught with that up air.
Yeah, that was really good.
Game 2 over to Karinole and CrazyColorz.
Yeah, really well played.
Definitely made the proper adjustments from that last game.
Yeah, it was a good call, I guess, going to Dreamland, because like we were saying, like it wasn't that bad. Like, if they went to a different stage, like, who knows how differently that would have went.
As they're going to Smashville, this is their counter pick. both Ned and Dan prefer this stage. Mario and Cloud, they're both kind of horizontal killers, so those side blast zones, they're definitely going to help in this match.
Wow, all these up airs, dash
just up air, and look at the juggles that are going on right now. Blue team is just getting stage control, popping both Ned and Dan up into the air, and they're just not letting them down at all.
Man, this double Rosa team is looking pretty fierce right now.
Now they've really turned on the Jets, just putting on all of this pressure, not letting up at all. Just automatically, they got a huge percent lead over red team.
And every time, like, one of the red team overcommits on something, or they help their teammate, the other Rosa comes in with a grab.
And now they're starting to cover each other really well, and with the double Luma, that's making things very, very difficult.
Yeah, it's like a 4-on-2.
Yeah, this is definitely really tough. Oh, but that was a nice team combo there. The downer not quite killing yet. And this is the thing, they're trying to get 2v1 situations, Ned and Dan, but anytime that one is preoccupied with one Rosa, the other one is just immediately there to cover them just by an instant. So anytime that Ned or Dan tries to go and cover their teammate, they don't have the opportunity because they got their hands completely full.
Yeah. And wow, that was almost an early kill. You saw that?
Yeah, that was almost a super early kill.
Man, I don't know, man. We haven't seen too many limit kills from Ned.
There we go, and a shield break.
Yo, that was right on cue.
And Ned with the double on that, finally getting a limit kill and a shield break.
Yeah, and if that doesn't get you momentum, I don't know what will.
Oh, no, that's definitely the momentum starter. I wouldn't be surprised if after that red team starts to cook a little bit. It looks like that's happening a little bit right now.
Yeah, Ned's still on his first stock.
And Ned's still on his first stock, doing a good job of tanking.
He has limit again.
Coming down now with aerials, trying to cover anytime. It's a good job on Ned's part. He's not acknowledging, okay, I'm getting bodied anytime I'm in the air with these Rosa up air, so I'm just going to throw on an option to cover my landing.
And now you see red team multiple times in a row getting these team follow-ups converting off each other's throws.
And this is definitely the dangerous part of the game. If you let these two get together and work to something, that's where you're going to start losing this game, because once they start synergizing, it's very hard to separate them.
Oh, no jump from
Dan. Oh, no jump.
Yeah. You got sent like all the way across the stage. That's pretty huge. So blue team still looking pretty good.
It's a lead, but it's not quite the percent lead that they have just because of that.
Okay.
And Nagisa trying to do his best to do it. Oh, but
the
stuck in the
up-smash.
grab.
I'm surprised that CrazyColorz didn't help out there. He had a lot of time.
Yeah, he did have a lot of time, and I think he also had the invincibility from coming back,
Yeah.
but he just was not quick enough to get there. So now it's
And
back
use his
to
limit right there. In the back air, he's dead.
he's forced to lit, and that's going to be a dead cloud. Oh,
Yeah,
just
dead.
almost made it back.
Wow. So
That was a
game.
huge gimp.
Yeah, that was pretty big.
This is going to come down to the wire. Dan trying to chase after on that Smashville platform, almost come susceptible to a back air, but not quite. Stage is kind of divided right now. Honoka's shield is looking really, really small right now. He's got to be careful. Coming back down, almost gets around the up smash. Nice job of Ned just kind of getting his teammate out of there. He acknowledged that if he was there with him, then that would have been just a double punish.
And man, this is one of those sets like this is anybody's game right now, honestly.
This really is anybody's game. The percentages are very close. The percentages are even, and
Yeah.
the players are dead even right now. Just the amount of coverage that both of these roses have, that's going to be a limit side B. All right, so now it's going to be the 2v1. And this is where it gets really tough.
Yeah, like I was saying last game, like when you have a 2v1 against Cloud, like it's really scary. It only takes one grab from Dan right now. It's probably going to be it.
Ned just getting rid of that Luma
Didn't
and
even
just
need the grab.
falling into the up smash. That's going to close it out.
Yeah,
So
that was a great set.
that was a really great set.
Yeah.
So good stuff to Ned and Dan moving on. But
Yeah, I'm
Crazy
sure that
Colors.
CrazyColorz and Karinole, like they're going to make a run and lose.
yeah, oh yeah, no, they're going to go super far. That double Rosa, like what astounded me was, and I knew this was going to be a thing because it's
Yeah.
Rosa, but the amount of just stage coverage that they had, they
Yeah.
covered everything.
Especially on a small stage like Smash.